All right, back at it. Well, I got everything put together, but we got a problem. Yeah, we do. Another problem has crept up. I went over to put an edge on his blades. I took his blades off. When I was going to put them back on, I'll show you what I have discovered. I will show you what I have discovered. Somebody has put the wrong blades on here. Let me grab my micrometer. Oh, turn the flashlight. Yeah, when I went to put the blades back on, look at that. You can see how the, well, I'll show you closer when I get the spindles off, but we're going to have to get all new spindles because you can see how that blade having such a large arbor hole has absolutely wore this shaft out. It has. We'll take a closer look when I get these off. So, pow, all new spindles, all three of them. And I had to order the blades too. But when you look up the part number, which is 173, what is the part number? The part number for the blades calls for a 1737252 AYP, but actually it's changed to BZYP, which it says they're 18.5 inches long. It says it's for a 46 or a 52 inch deck. I don't see how it could be for either one, but I guess if it was a wider, this is a 46, if it was a 52, I guess it would be wider. This would be pushed back a little further, and these, all three would be more in line, I guess is how that would work. But there is no way in the world you're going to squeeze an 18.5 inch blade on this deck. It just ain't going to happen, because you've only got about 8 inches from the center to the deck. So that's right at 16 inches. These blades can't be no more than 16 inches long. Even though they won't hit each other, it'll hit the deck. It will. It will. So center of the hole, right here you got about 10 inches of clearance. But back there, you've probably got, that's 8 inches right there. From center to right there. So they can't be any longer than 16 inches, but we can't find them. It's such a rare tractor. So I went ahead and ordered the blades we need, those that are going to be too long. So I'm going to have to take my cutter and cut about 2 inches off, 1 inch off each end. I've done that before. I've done it for that one. I put some residential blades on that instead of these big heavy commercial blades. That's why the spindles have lasted so long. It spins faster and less resistance. I put 21 inch push mower blades on that one. The hole in these, this arbor hole is 1 inch. You've got a 1 inch hole. And then this one ain't so bad. I can still get a good measurement off of this. This one is right at 3/4. And I called the fella and asked him, I said, man, this thing must have been vibrating like crazy. He said it was. He said he tried to find blades for it a couple of years ago, and this is what he found, but he didn't realize, I mean, you can see the mark on these blades. Well, this one was spinning. But you can see how off. You can see where the washer blade on that, right there, you can see how off center that blade was. And one of these blades is actually shorter than the others. Yeah, there it is. This one is shorter than the rest. That's what they said it called for. See, this one's about ½ inch shorter on each end than the other two. Huh, that's weird. So we're gonna have to custom make a set of blades. At least we know when we get another set of blades, we can do the same thing, cut them off too if we ever have to change them out. He just uses this tractor to cut, like I said, a 5-acre field. And you can see the vibrations cause it to crack right there. Other than that though, the deck looks pretty good. I don't see any other stress fractures or anything. I tell you, when you get a blade like that, it's just off balance, man, you're gonna just sling a tractor apart. It's dangerous too. Good Lord, that's dangerous. So, what we're gonna do now is slap them new spindles on here. Well, let's do that. So I got the blades on order. All right, let's get these pulleys taken back off. Let me raise the camera back up for you. Okay. Take this one back off. I sprayed a little strike hold on these. It don't matter. This stuff works pretty good. All right. I'm gonna raise this table behind me because I'm gonna sit that stuff on it. I'm gonna set these over here on this table. Exactly how they go. Got that loose. All right, that's the middle one. All the other pulleys look pretty good, and that is why that other pulley, let me find it. That is exactly why that other pulley gave up its ghost like it did. Let me find it and I'll show you. Because when we first started working on it, this is the pulley that was here. And then you have the spacer, another pulley, which goes to the engine. This one controls the other spindles. And you can see how it just, I mean, you can see the groove it wore in that thing. How it just, wow. The difference in the hole. See how it just watered it out? Okay. Grab me a rag. I got strap hole all over my hands. Okay. Got the pulleys off. Now let's raise it up and get the bolts out. Get the old pulleys off. And I went to the Walter O'Reilly Auto Parts. I got another plug for that motor. I got just a simple 2-wire plug. We'll mount one end on that wire, the other end can go on the tractor. We'll wait till we get the tractor back on the table to do that. Another Tom Dobie proof wrapper. So this is going to go to the lift motor. And see, it's sealed too, so moisture and stuff ain't going to get in there and hurt it. Just click it. Just click it. Click it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 4 bolts in each spindle. The spindle sits on top and the bolts go up through the bottom of the deck, and that's how that's bolted. Just a 1/2 inch. Yeah. That strike hold gets all down in on them threads. That's good. All right, we get a better look at this thing now. You can see how that shaft is just eat away. Yeah, that is terrible. And see the top of this where that pulley was riding? That ain't supposed to be like that. It ain't supposed to have that groove in there. Wow. And all 3 spindles are the same, so let's get these other 2 off. I'm gonna scrape this deck real good too. Get all that muck out of there. Yeah, I didn't realize that till I already had them blades sharpened. This spindle ain't hurt that bad, but I don't know what damage is done to it. You can't really see that obvious. But you're going to change 2 of them, might as well change all 3 of them. This spindle had 2 a little bit longer bolts, and them 2 longer bolts went here because it held this bracket, and it went here because it held this bracket. That evidently used to be, I guess, where the spindle cover, safety cover, sat on there. And look at there, that's wallered out pretty good too. Look at that. Wow. That nut went on top of this. Where'd the other nut go? There it is. I don't know how well you can see that, but see how it's got that shaft just wallered. Let me face you that way, get a lighter background. Yeah, look at there. Just wallered it out. Whew. Okay, now we'll put the new ones on. Okay. Shoo. Golly. Let me get rid of that rag. I still smell that old gas on there when I worked on that generator the other day. Ugh. Grab some fresh rag. I ran out of them white paper towel things I was using. I think I stole this from the bus shop when I worked for the schools. I got a few of them. Yeah, so from now on, y'all are going to see me using all kinds of different rags. I got a bunch of t-shirts and old towels and stuff I cut up. I got boxes of those things. boxes and boxes. These bolts are going to be plenty long enough for what we need. Let's see, putting it back together, I want to point that grease fitting out so we can get to it. Let me raise the camera, I'll let y'all watch from the top. Let y'all watch from the top. Okay. Okay, run it down. Oh, I've got my finger. How about run that bolt right up in my finger? Let's see, that goes like that. Getting that started. All right, get this one started. All right, there's one. There is one. Okay, now let's get another one. Let's see, this grease fitting for this one. Point it out this way so you can get to it, just like that. Here, I can't reach around and grab it. Get all four of the bolts started. There goes that F-150. I've been trying to catch that thing on camera for months and months now. See if he pulls out. Oh, we're finally going to catch that truck on camera. Boy, I think that sounds good. He's got some kind of custom exhaust on it. He's got it lowered a little bit, which I ain't real crazy about, but it's a beautiful truck. I don't know who that was, but anyway. If he drives by, I'll catch him on camera. Let you see his truck, it's beautiful. I can hear him. He might have went out the other entrance. I'll catch him on camera one of these days. Oh, there he goes. Nope. I can hear him leaving. He went out the other entrance. Darn it. It's the same color as the one I had when I was in high school. I guess that's why I like it so much. All right, this grease fitting, we'll let it point that direction. Oh boys, I tell you, it's cool today. It's rainy and just drizzly. had anything to do in the shop, which I don't have a whole lot to do, I'd be just lay on the couch and watch Price is Right in my underwear and eat bonbons all day. Okay. All that's done. Everything's tight. All right, now we'll put the pulleys and everything back on it. That one goes there. Little spacer block goes there. That one goes there. And that goes there. Grab my impact gun if I can find it. There it is. All right. I ain't gonna make y'all watch me grease these things because you know the mess I'll make when I do that. Half the time the grease gun's empty. It's going to be a 4-hour video anyway. And this belt goes just like this right here. Let me get on this side of you. That's a new belt. It's just kind of dirty. It's just probably just old stock is what it is. I'm sure they don't sell a whole lot of them belts. Don't let it whoop you, boy. Hi-ya. There you go. Just like that. And then this one goes to the engine, which I have a new belt for that too. And that's what tightens it down is that. That goes in there like that and it goes to the engine. All right, let me get this thing greased. Get the tractor on. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do first. Spin it around. We're gonna work on this plug right here. I believe that's a good idea. Cut that plug off. And so they got the female end on the deck, so I'll do that. Let's grab some tools. Grab some electrical tool, electrical tool. Grab some electrical tools. I don't know why I grabbed that. We'll just snip it right off. Need to cut that heat shrink back a little bit. I'm just going to take and cut that heat shrink off. Put another one on it. I'm glad it comes with some pretty good length of wires because we're going to need I may have to add some wire to this thing. Get your finger. There. Got that heat shrink off. Let me lower the camera and get you a better angle of what I'm doing. So we're going to ever so gently cut some of this back without cutting into the wire itself. There we go. Grab a couple of connectors. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? I believe that's going to be too small. Oh, let's see, where's some more connectors? Connectors. Well, not at the sound I like. Well, we're going to try to use, let's say, it's too big. We'll see if these will work. I believe these are going to be too small. Find the seam. Oh no, that's perfect. Let's say the seam is facing towards me, so I want to crimp the back side of it. Awesome. Perfect. Where's the seam? Okay, the seam is facing that way. So we'll crimp the front side of it. Perfect. Grab a couple of heat shrinkers. I got this on Amazon a while back. INNHOM heat shrink. 650 pieces. We'll find a perfect size. Let me set this somewhere, because you know me, I'll knock this thing off on the floor and I'll be picking up heat shrinks for the rest of the week. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Got that one and this one. Perfect. Grab my cigarette lighter. I got one over here stashed somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's see, the female end. Boy, this wire here is a lot thicker. Oh yeah. This is 14 gauge here. It's probably 16 gauge. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these wires inside the connectors. May have to use some bigger connectors. Just kind of force that in there like that. I forgot to put the heat shrink on it. Darn it. Yeah. cut it off and do it again. I do that every time I try to use a heat shrink. I forget to put it on there before I crimp the wires. Take a little bit more off. Grab another connector. Ooh, shivering cold. Quit shivering. And the seam is facing me, so we'll crimp it from the back. We'll go ahead and cut this one back off too. Because I want to get the connectors. It's too hard to get the wire inside them little connectors if you don't put them on that first. Okay, grab another connector. What do I do with the other heat connector? Heat shrinker. There it is. All the way on. Where's the seam? Right there. So we'll clip it from the back. Okay. Red to red. Okay, perfect. Slide the heat shrink over it. I should have taken some more of that off. It's all right. I'm also going to put this in some conduit too. I got some of that black coil conduit. This will help keep the moisture and stuff out. Perfect. All right, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna get this thing greased up. And we'll wait for the blades to come in, then we'll cut them down to size and get them put on. All right, boys and girls, y'all hang with. Well, before we go, I can put this on there. It's just extra protection. Yeah, let me grab a couple of zip ties and put on there. Okay. And once we get the tractor on the table, get this deck put back on there, we'll put the other plug on the other end. I'm going to test this thing though and see. Let's do that. Let's run some juice to this thing. Stuff over there. Get this cleaned up. Let's see, let's grab a new battery. Grab us a new battery. Good. That clip and I popped two of my knuckles all at the same time. We got ground and power. Look at that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Try that again. Ooh, it's been all the way. You know, I don't know how to get it to go the other direction. I wonder if we swap these around. There it goes. So all you do is just swap them around. That's what that switch on the thing does. It just, anyway. Well, at least we know it works. Y'all hang with, we'll get some blades. Well, all right, thanks for watching part 2. As soon as we get the blades, we'll do part 3. Cutting the blades down, making them fit, putting the deck back on, and doing the annual service. We'll do all that if we have time in one video to do. Otherwise, it'll be part 4. We'll find out. All right, boys and girls, y'all stay tuned for part number 3. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.